Borromeo, the founder of Sharp and Smart. So thank you for having me here as your guest speaker here for FOPSCo. I've been teaching a lot of urban farming techniques like planting in pots, in trellises, since our kids cannot meet anymore face to face. Why not do the homeschooling and see everyone? I'm Stacy May Borromeo, the founder of Sharp and Smart. So thank you for having me here as your guest speaker for FOPSCo. I hope you learned something from me today. All right, so I'm going to be sharing with you my slides. Okay, hold on. All right, so can you see my slides clearly?
Yon, may slides. Ang galing.
Yes, okay na sis.
Yeah. All right, so, okay, so thank you for joining me today for my talk. This is my first time to talk with FOPSCo. So what I'm going to be sharing with you is an online program we did recently. And this is something to address the concern of many parents nowadays, especially for educating their kids. So let me introduce to you my Sharp and Smart online program. And this is educating our children in the new normal, new reality. Okay, so first, I'm going to introduce to you myself and my background. I'm Stacy May Borromeo, the founder of Sharp and Smart. And I'm also the owner of Jensen Kinder Farm. You can check it out in Facebook. And the initiator of Amazing Kids Co-op and Quarantine Class. This is all about our homeschooling, educating our kids. And then I'm a homeschooling mom of two incoming grade 5 and 3 years old. Okay, so to tell you about Jensen Kinder Farm. Before that, before I was married sometime in 2004 and 2005, I'm actually an ESL teacher, which is a teacher for English as secondary language for Korean students. So it was a private company. I was teaching Korean air pilots, their families, and their children. So at first I was teaching in an academy, Korean academy, and then we migrated to an online platform, just like the one I'm using right now. So when I got married, we decided to homeschool our first child. So what we did for science is that I wanted to expose my first child to science in actual learning. So I want her to see the chrysalis, how the butterflies grow, the life cycle, and all of those things. So we decided to turn our backyard to a sustainable farming backyard. So we created this Jensen Kinder Farm. Okay, it's an urban farming training program for little kids and their family, especially for the city kids. So what we did here is I've been teaching a lot of urban farming techniques like planting in pots, in trellises, in soil, vertical gardening, how to grow and breed red tilapia, and using the farm tools. So everything I've been teaching the little kids and their families how to grow their own greens at home. So they'll be sustainable. And at the same time, they're learning a lot of things. And it's a family bonding. So somehow this created a lot of interest. It grew interest in the online blogs, like the bloggers, smart parenting, and a lot of other online platforms started to write about this Jensen Kinder Farm, and started with homeschool families going to our backyard and doing their farm tours. And then they realized that this is a very nice and interesting activities for families and little kids. So it became it grew into a very interesting family activity during weekends. So over here, this is Channel Five's morning show. They came to my place to feature Jensen Kinder Farm. Um, this is Manu Sandeas, and then uh, yeah, this is the cameraman, and they're featuring Jensen Kinder Farm. And then I was also featured in Inquirer newspaper, and as well as their online platform. Okay, so another one that I created and initiated was Amazing Kids Co-op. Okay, this is a small co-op with my homeschool friends. What we did is we just basically shared our resources because sometimes when you are homeschooling, you're just homeschooling your child, and there's just one parent covering the whole subjects. But if we have this co-op, I thought that we can share resources, we can share our experiences because some of the parents have their own areas of specialties and skills and experiences, so they can better teach the kids those skills. So we did this. Everything we did, we shared resources, we shared expenses, and a lot of things. So uh, okay, the moms here are teaching how to cook, barbecue, painting. We did a lot of field trips, folk dances. And over here, you can see this is Roch. She's been teaching, if you can see, she has a lot of experience with digital platform. So I think she was teaching Canva here. So she can actually teach a wide variety of audience when it comes to digital marketing or digital things. So that's her specialty. All right, another one that I initiated was this quarantine class. So because of COVID, I realized that since our kids cannot meet anymore face to face, why not do the homeschooling and uh, learn with their friends through this online quarantine class. So at first, I was teaching the kids math and English, and then I encouraged the other moms to also teach different subjects because since, of course, the children won't be needing just math and English, they'll be needing different skills as well. So the other mom started to teach Filipino. This is awful, my friend. This is me teaching math to Femdas, and Tita Kathy was teaching critical thinking and wait, critical thinking. Wait, and and this is Tita Len teaching morals and CLE. Okay, so you see, wait, my um whiteboard moved. Okay, so anyway, so as you can see, all of my efforts and projects are mostly because of homeschooling. I really love to teach. This is my passion. And, since COVID, we came to realize that there's a lot of needs to be addressed, okay, concerns, okay. And then, since this lockdown, there's this Mr. Opportunity knocking on my door. And then, and because, we have to slowly shift to the new normal. And this new normal is giving a scare to a lot of parents, a lot of families, okay? Our habits are pushed to digital platforms for safety and convenience with groceries and with shopping. We do everything online, even though financing, banking, and all of those things, okay? The parents are tremendously pressured with dealing to the shift of previously the conventional school to homeschool education. How are they going to do this? They don't have any experience. They don't know what to do. So, and then number three is people are seeking for new jobs, since a lot of industries are now down and have already closed. So they are looking for new jobs and means to support their families amidst the crisis. So I recently learned that DTI has published a new data that um, 26% of um, the registered businesses have already closed down. So what the employees of those companies are looking for ways to survive. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you is that this this crisis, although it's really hard, hitting hard on us, is actually also creating a new way of survival, a new opportunities for us. Okay, so that's the birth of Sharp and Smart, um, online tutoring services. Okay, so this happened actually. It just came across us with Roch. We were having soju, and then we just talk about this, that hey, we can actually earn, since we are already teaching the homeschoolers at home. Why not offer this to different children, to other children, and earn from it? Because why not, right? So okay, so that's the birth of Sharp and Smart online tutoring services. So what is this? This is um, right now I'm only offering math and English because that is the core of everything, and that is what I can offer right now. So this is designed for a whole academic year program. Okay, so it is based on DepEd's most essential learning competencies, and then I just streamlined it to make sure that the children are having the four learning competencies, but at the same time, it is something that they can they can learn on an online platform, and it's engaging and fun at the same time. And then, okay, we designed this to have like school kids will have mastery because you know because of the quarantine and blended learning, the kids will learn online in a classroom with a lot of students. So imagine that if these children that are not really used to homeschooling, they have a lot of distractions. And in an online, in the blended learning, they'll be faced with one teacher against a lot of students. So I'm not really sure how can they actually learn unless they have their full attention, which kids nowadays have a lot of distractions and very limited attention span. So what I did here is like to address the concerns and this worries of the moms right now. How are they going to survive their kids' education? Okay, with this blended learning. So what I did is to like have these kids get some of the kids that I can manage and like I can really homeschool in a virtual, in an online class. Like I can attend to every single one of them, make sure, ensure that they are learning all the lessons, they are mastering all the skills. So I give them a lot of drills, exercises, and make sure I ask them one at a time. Okay, so that's the main service of the Sharp and Smart. That's why we call it Sharp and Smart. Is that we make sure that the kids are smarter every session. Okay, so all right. So right now, I have three classes every week. That's just Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Um, and then I have four levels. I have preschool class. This is composed of non-readers to early readers. Okay. I also have beginners class, which is grades 1 and 2. The intermediate class is grades 3 and 4, and advanced class grades 5 and 6. And I love this class because this is where most of my homeschool kids are, and I teach um, new techniques for math, like how they can multiply, subtract, divide faster that are not taught in regular school. So this is really an exciting class, and I really enjoy it.
I hope that here we will all grow together.
We
We
grow
grow
together.
together.